So, like many of you, I took part in the Marvel Chair Watch and was both incredibly excited and also incredibly confused. For all the big names we got revealed to be in Avengers Doomsday, there were also a ton of notable names missing from the cast. So for the sake of a fun thought experiment, I'm going to list 27 additional characters who I think have a realistic chance of appearing in Avengers Doomsday. Now when I say realistic, this includes secondary characters who I think will likely be in the project, but you will see what I mean when we get into the list. I'm going to keep explanations relatively brief, and enough talk, let's just go ahead and start. Number 1, Brie Larson returning as Captain Marvel. Wait, please don't click away. I think Captain Marvel is vital to this film working. Based on the fact that Kelsey Grammer is returning as Beast, all signs point to Doomsday spinning out of the events of Captain Marvel's post-credits scene, which also means number 2, Tiana Paris returning as Photon, number 3, Lashana Lynch returning as Binary, number 4, Aman Vellani returning as Miss Marvel, and 5, Samuel L. Jackson returning as Nick Fury. All pretty self-explanatory, so let's move on to some Avengers mainstays who realistically will be a part of the film. Number 6, Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk, number 7, Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, and number 8, Don Cheadle as War Machine. The only one of these I'm not positive about is Don Cheadle, since his character is in a weird spot after the dumpster fire. Secret Invasion. So, we'll see what happens. But next up, let's list some secondary characters who will likely be added to the cast to fill out the roster a bit and help move the story along. Number 9, Benedict Wong as Wong. Number 10, Danai Gurira as Okoye. Number 11, Julia Louis-Dreyfus as Val. Number 12, Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie. Number 13, Awkwafina as Katie Chen. Number 14, Owen Wilson as Mobius. Number 15, Kihei Kwan as Ouroboros. And 16, Wunmi Masaku as Hunter B-15. Again, these characters won't make any massive headlines, but they all serve as important secondary characters to their story. In fact, I think Wong is the most likely to appear, especially since he is now the Sorcerer Supreme. Meaning that I think it is possible that he appears and Strange doesn't. Yes, Benedict Cumberbatch is not on this list, mainly because I think he will have a movie in between Doomsday and Secret Wars, but hey, I could be totally wrong. Comment below if you think Strange will appear in Doomsday. Anyways, before we get to the big guns, let's mention some newer characters who will likely also appear. Number 17, Tatiana Maslany as She-Hulk. Number 18, Zoti Gomez as America Chavez. And 19, Haley Steinfeld as Kate Bishop. I know none of these are extremely popular characters outside of maybe Kate Bishop, but I do think that they will make an appearance in the project considering most of the characters that are associated with them are also appearing in this film. So now, let's get to what many of you have been waiting for. Let's discuss some more X-Men characters. Number 20, Halle Berry as Storm. 21, Famke Jennison as Jean Grey. 22, Anna Paquin as Rogue, and 23, Shawn Ashmore as Iceman. So yeah, I don't think there is any chance that we don't see Storm or Jean Grey on this team. And the inner Rogue fan of mine is pleading for Anna to return as Rogue. Especially with Gambit being a part of Doomsday, it would be a huge missed opportunity not to have Rogue and Gambit on screen together. Lastly, let's talk about the biggest additions to the roster. 24, Chris Pratt as Star-Lord. 25, Tom Holland as Spider-Man. 26, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. And number 27, Chris Evans in an unknown role, which will likely be something like Hydra Cap or something along those lines. Evil Captain America, you get what I'm trying to say here. So, that's right. I don't think Deadpool will be in this film, mainly because I think they're going to save him for Secret Wars, and that might be the project where we finally find out why Thor was crying. But more importantly than that, I don't think you can bring back the OG X-Men team without also including Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. I mean, I know that for as much praise as Deadpool and Wolverine gets, I think most fans would say that a huge missed opportunity with the film was not including more classic X-Men characters. And now that they're bringing back many of the old OG X-Men in this film, I think it would be a huge missed opportunity not to include Hugh Jackman. But I think they might say that this is a variant of Wolverine. I don't know if this will be the same Wolverine that we saw at the end of Deadpool and Wolverine, but I want you all to leave your comments down below to say what you think. Do you think this will take place in the same Deadpool Wolverine universe, and that's where we're getting all these classic X-Men characters from? Or will this be a different universe, and they're going to tie in the special cameo appearance by the newer Fox X-Men in Deadpool 2 into Deadpool's universe? Again, there's a lot of different scenarios where they could go with this. I'm excited to see what happens. I know there are a lot of other characters I did not mention, such as Wasp, Cassie Lang, Doctor Strange, Clea. There's a lot more that I could name, but we have to keep in mind that this is already a very stacked cast as things go, and we're also going to have another movie where, in all likelihood, we are going to get some crazy cameos, and they're going to bring in as many characters as possible. And also, as I mentioned previously, there is going to be 2 films in between Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. At least last I checked, knowing with how frequently Marvel changes things at this point, that could change in the future. So I won't hang my hat on that now, but that's at least why I decided not to include some other characters, because I do think that some characters will be involved with events that take place in these other films that will eventually lead into Secret Wars, but might prevent them from having a major role in Doomsday. So anyways, these are 27 realistic additions to the already announced Doomsday cast, and again, this is all just my opinion. Do you agree with my list? Comment below, and also make sure to include other characters you hope to see in the film. Besides that, thanks for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe.